It's Tuesday, 30th May 2023. Good afternoon and welcome to Pan-African Television News. We are live in number 48 Swanika Street, Abelempe, Accra, Ghana, live on Facebook at Pan-African Television and across 46 African countries and some parts of Europe. Our headlines. Chairman Wontumi appeals to government to expedite work on the Suame Interchange. We have details of that coming up shortly. And also coming up, improving Ghana's education system. Government to start replacing textbooks with laptops in SHS this year. We have details of these stories and many more coming up in the next 1 hour. Do stay. Many thanks to you for choosing to stay with us. This is Pan-African Television News with me, Ivy Abena Dede Narki. We are live on Facebook at Pan-African Television, live across 46 African countries and some parts of Europe. Let's move straight to our first story. Ashanti Regional Chairman of the new Patriotic Party, Bernard Antwi Bosiako, has called on government to expedite work on the Suame Interchange in order to boost the chances of the party in retaining power ahead of the 2024 general elections. According to him, the Ashanti region remains a loyal bloc of the party, but completing the interchange, which has been the center of incessant plea by residents, will go a long way in solidifying the status of the party and its overall chances of winning the 2024 polls.
That's when the government cuts short or he commences a project and it delayed, it means that there is a possible cause, and that cause is the reason why the regional executives have conglomerated here to pray for the government and pray for Nana Akufo-Addo, for the Ashanti party and Ashanti region to have a favor for the commencement of interchange become the reality, not cutting short. That is why we are permitting His Excellency, the President of the Republic, that still the Ashanti region people are looking upon him. It's not that they are not going to vote. They have already voted for us, as it done in 2004, and as they also voted in 2016 and 2020. So this one, when you do the opportunity cost, the scale of preference, although we have a lot of roles in Ashanti, the Ashanti people want. But when you do the scale of preference, the Suame Interchange becomes necessary, that every Ashanti region, everybody or person is looking forward for the road to become the reality. That is why today we have made a press conference and appeal to them.
The government, through the Ministry of Education, is preparing to replace textbooks with laptops in senior high schools across the country. The Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who announced this, said textbooks and other teaching materials will be installed on the laptops to be used during lessons.
Speaking at the 60th anniversary celebration of the Hoho Evangelical Presbyterian High School, Dr. Bawumia said the initiative will be implemented before the end of 2023. He noted that it is aimed at preparing the students to fit into the global village.
If this country must move forward in the right direction, we must invest in Education, which is the only platform for preparing nation builders of tomorrow. The Minister for Education has also assured me that this year we will start the replacement of textbooks with laptops, which are textbooks embedded in senior high schools. So you will have the laptop, you will have all the textbooks embedded with past questions, lesson plans, and all of that to help the teachers and the students. The final year students, unfortunately, you may not be part of it since you are leaving in September. But second years and first years, we will distribute these laptops in batches, and you will be able to benefit, because we want to equalize access across the country. Everybody must have access, and we will save a lot of money, by the way, from the physical textbooks that we are printing. But the Minister for Education assures me that we will be able to start this process before the end of this year.
Headmaster of the school, Franklin Amesimeku, stated that inadequate facilities in school is having negative impact on teaching and learning. He further called on government for support.
Whilst as management, we owe a debt of gratitude to government, Help Social, the PTA and NGOs for the various supports in the provision of some of our facilities. We also acknowledge that there is a lot more to be done. Our agent list, teachers' housing hiccup, also ranks high among our challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, another area of worry to management and the entire health community is the inadequacy of furniture. It is palpable that the inadequacy of facilities in schools has direct proportional effect on academic performance. Accommodating over 3,200 students in dormitories meant for less than 1,000 students is not only dehumanizing, but also presenting management and stakeholders indifferent to students. Another area of concern, Dr. Chairman, is the age-long phenomenon of acute water shortage, which gets worse year after year.
This new initiative comes after the government launched the One Teacher, One Laptop project on Friday, September 3rd, 2021. The program was meant to give senior high school teachers molding materials to facilitate teaching and learning, and as of December 11, 2021, Ghana Education Service reported that 80% of laptops meant for teachers have been distributed.
Away from that, a non-governmental organization, Vessel Foundation, has opened a charity shop at Kaswa in the Central Region for the sale of second-hand clothes at a subsidized price. Speaking to Pan African Television News, Chief Executive Officer of the organization, Stella Ajaman, explains the rationale behind the project.
To make profits is to sell the clothes to a family, just a token to be able to support the community. What we do is every end of the month when they come for their meetings, they don't go away empty-handed. My mother sends her tithes from UK every month, and that is quite a bit of money that comes in. They go with provisions, water, any need that they have, we provide for them. So it's a way of having inclusive in the community so that we have a happy community. You can see everybody is excited. Everybody wants to buy stuff, and they buy wholeheartedly to support the community. That is what Bestel stands for.
She further called on other benevolent institutions as well as individuals to replicate same in order to help bring development.
Ghana government, Akufo-Addo and the team, the government, and the people of Ghana, please let us all think about opening community teams within our districts. This is what Ghana stands for. It's very important. When you see the excitement in all these people today, it just gives so much joy. They always say that giving is better than receiving.
Patron of the foundation, Peter Hustler, also advised members to make good use of the shop. He expressed happiness over the success chalked by the foundation after barely 2 years of its inauguration.
The last comment is, this is probably my 5th time in Ghana, perhaps 6th, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and and every time I come, I see growth happening, and that's lovely for me to come here and see people working together, and if we can help in any way to do that, then that's a great honour to me.
Some beneficiaries expressed gratitude to the foundation for the kind gesture.
Yeah, about the Amaya 55 city. Bauko Kroma, we wait to me and be 100 city. And I said 200. Yania Japa say. Wow, want to be Johnny or Kunum, and a boy, baby. On say a man to be a bar. A doy, a man to be a buy a yacha dear coffee. And also, Yansu and Triaka pray. And Triashe and say, I say, if you say, no call Croma, and crowing Yamian, Unyan 10 cities, Unyan 5 says, the youngest upon me tongue, I just me from the Biamico Crum. Me will be a mission as a way be pa, and crowing than 50 cities. And then I've been 10 cities, and the difference can see more pa. Oh, me feeling good, so far, so good. Bernard Antwi because from Tadena you know or we could do my over 20 cities Bakubia and so in some 55 city into my son in Nami the committee.
Best Foundation is a registered charity in UK and Ghana whose main focus is to provide interventions for mental health patients.
Now, as part of an aggressive national reforestation program to restore the lost forest cover in Ghana and to contribute to the global effort to mitigate climate change, the Bono region is given a target of 600,000 trees to be planted in this year's Green Ghana project. The Green Ghana project was launched in 2021 by President Akufo-Addo, with its maiden edition seeing an estimated 7 million seedlings planted across the nation.
Speaking to Pan-African News, the Bono Regional Manager of the Forestry Commission, Augustine Jedu, disclosed that the region is expected to plant 600,000 trees, with about 350,000 seedlings to be planted in the various forests in the region. According to him, about 240,000 trees will be distributed to the various municipalities and district assemblies in the region. Mr. Augustine Jedu also stressed that despite several challenges such as cattle grazing, bad weather conditions, bushfires among others, the region was able to achieve 80% contribution of tree planting last year. He urged all corporate institutions, traditional councils, as well as other stakeholders to take part in this year's exercise to help restore the depleted forest cover.
Moving forward this year, 2023, the theme is our forest, our health. Our forest, our health, which means that forest contributes greatly towards our health, towards survival of mankind. Therefore, it behoves upon us to plant more trees so that we can have a very healthy environment to live. Our target for the year is 10 million. We here in Bono region, been given a target of 600,000. 600,000 we shared across the 2 forest districts. Suame district is taking over 250,000, Doma district, forest district taking 250,000, the regional office here in Suame, we are taking 100,000, altogether 600,000. And the seedlings are ready, as you can see, they are ready for distribution. So we are going to send 60% of these seedlings to our forest reserves. We want to restore the greater forest areas. So we're going to send 60% of them there, and the rest we distribute to the municipal assemblies, to individuals, farmers who want to embark on tree planting. So that's what we're going to do this year. We take this opportunity to inform the general public, non institutions, the military, and everybody to get on board to make this year's program a very successful one. The seedlings are free of charge. We don't sell. If you come, we give them to you free of charge. Only concern is that as you take them and you plant them, nurture them. Don't just plant them and abandon them, nurture them. Protect them from development, and you get over 70% survival rate we count it as a very successful program. So last year, you can say that it was very successful because we recorded, here in Bono, we recorded over 80% of the tree planted as having survived. Yes. What caused the few that did not survive? The weather system played a key role, because if we plant and it doesn't rain, we depend upon rain-fed agriculture. If it doesn't rain, some of them will die. Apart from that, we have other programs like cattle grazing, animal grazing, especially those who planted in communities and along roads, and even in our forest reserves as well. We have cattle grazing in our forest reserves. If you go to Tentu now, lots of cattle are there. We are battling with them. They graze over them and they killed some of them. Wildfires, bushfires also contributed to the casualties we recorded.
The Bono Regional Manager of the Forestry Commission also called on government agencies as well as financial institutions, both public and private in the region, to adopt part of the planting activities.
Also to appeal to corporate institutions, banking institutions, corporate bodies, GMPC and all of you, that they should come and adopt part of our planting activities. If you want to adopt a compartment, it's a 128 hectares. That's the standard compartment, the size of it. Yes, we have standard rate for a compartment. So anybody who wants to adopt a compartment, we encourage you to come and adopt one. If you do, we will pay the money involved to Forestry Commission, and we will use that one to establish the plantation for you. And after it has been established, your company or your institution's logo will be labeled against that compartment, as if you planted them, because you financed their planting. And that is going to give you positive morale to other people. That is going to give you positive side to the international community, because you're also helping mitigate the effect of climate change. You're also helping the effort of global community solving the problem of climate change. The other benefits, when the trees mature, carbon trading and the rest, you stand the chance of gaining from them. So we encourage as many institutions as can do. If you cannot plant a whole compartment within 1 year, and you can decide to plant them within 2 years, yes, we will allow you to plant half this year, and then the remaining half we plant in next year. So every institution should get on board, and let us all go planting to save our environment, restore a degraded environment, and then have a better hive, better forest for better health. Thank you very much.
The Green Ghana Day was introduced in 2021 by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as part of National Afforestation or Reforestation Program to restore the lost forest cover of Ghana and to contribute to the global effort to mitigate climate change. The maiden edition was held on June 11, 2021, where an estimated 7 million tree seedlings were planted across the nation. The theme for this year's Green Ghana project is Our Forest, Our Health. Story by Augustine Chumbo.
Still on our local front, some traders at Tudu, a suburb of Accra, are calling on government to remove the 20% tax imposed on the importation of sanitary pads. This, according to them, will help reduce the price of the product. My colleague George Yosinvene has more.
We want women especially and men to come out for us to support government. I'm sure we all know that government also support the Agenda 2030, that is in achievement of the Sustainable Development Goal. In that goals, we have 17 goals. Goal 3, Goal 4, Goal 5, Goal 6 talks about inclusivity and equity. And if you are charging sanitary pad taxes on pad, huge sums of figures on sanitary pad, I'm not sure that we are ready to achieve. So we are just trying to help government so that together as a country we can achieve that. So we are hitting the streets tomorrow in a peaceful protest. This is not a political demonstration. We have our 30 CSOs organizing this. We are calling on, if you have a mother, if you have a wife, if you have a sister, a girl child, join us as we advocate for our women to ease the burden on them. Government currently classify taxes as miscellaneous manufactured products. And it's not anybody's fault to be a woman. So we expect that government should listen to us. Even Dr. Baumia in 2020 at Cape Coast, when they come to the wind power again, they remove taxes on parts, because I'm sure the wife might have complained to him that this is not good. And we are calling on even the First Lady and the Second Lady and opposition leaders, or everybody should join us tomorrow so that we can achieve this, because our women, people in the even in Accra, are finding it difficult to talk less of people in the villages. Where I usually go to work as a civil society organization, a place like Abena is a Kofi East or a Kofi district. When you go, you take 10 girls, 6 of them find it difficult to afford sanitary pad.
Meanwhile, the Women's Commission wing of the Graduate Students Association of the University of Ghana has donated some menstrual kits to some female students in school in the Legon Enclave. This donation was done to commemorate the 2023 World Sanitary Day that falls on May 28, and they will embark on this outreach for 2 days.
Studies have shown that women in trade, as well as the education of the girl child, is affected due to challenges in menstrual hygiene management. It explains that such challenges arise as a result of high costs of sanitary towels due to imposition of taxes on them. It is against this backdrop that some traders in Tudu are calling on government to remove the taxes imposed on the importation of the products.
It affects me quite a bit because sir, adia who said adia kitu a baby out on say na at once pe ko pe ajampo akọ 7 cedi omo complain pa omo complain where ya de pa omo ti so eye say na be obi abetumi atobi e du mi yusu say pad we say important do 5 cedi say important 4 cedi e pad do 7 cedi say ni ayeto mu say enti sabiom akosro say 7 cedi yantumi top pad mi boy di mi say mi use pad mi use tiwo because me to me to ampa me to me to adia 5 cedi say be increase crampo ye be ye we proper say emba say 7 cedi yantumi 20 years rabai anase do mo ton no mutisu maye yes ramu abai we ya bobo don't tisu maye why yes ramu.
It is also reported to believe that some girls stay away from school for up to 5 days in a month during their menstrual period. George Yosen Vinen for Pan-African Television.
Wrapping up on our local front, the First Lady of China, Pen Luyan, through the Chinese Embassy, the Rebecca Foundation and the Chinese medical team have commemorated the International Children's Day celebration with health screening and donation at the Motherly Love Orphanage here in Accra.
A commemorative date or day celebrated annually in honor of children in most parts of the world. In Ghana, it is celebrated on the last Sunday of May. On the back of this, the First Lady of China through the Chinese Embassy in Ghana, the Rebecca Foundation and a Chinese medical team extended arms to some children at the Motherly Love Orphanage in an attempt to commemorate the International Children's Day. The team, as part of the celebration, organized health screening for the children, as well as donating several items to them. Among some of the items donated were medical supplies and stationaries. Speaking to Pan-African News after the celebration, founder of the orphanage home, Reverend John Azuma, expressed gratitude to the Chinese Embassy here in Ghana, the Rebecca Foundation, and the Chinese medical team for the kind gesture. He further called for support from philanthropists, non-governmental organizations, and individuals who want to assist in taking care of the children.
Yes, what has happened today is very simple. The Chinese Embassy, together with the Chinese medical team and the office of the First Lady, have come together to show love to these wonderful children at Motherly Love, to let them go under medical screening And after medical screening, it is important because children, as we are growing, there are a lot of medical issues they face. That's their HIV. So they have gone under a lot of medical screening, which the results will be in very soon. About the medical screening, they present a lot of teddies and handbags for these children. And for us, it is a joy that these children have been shown love today by the Chinese people and the office of the First Lady. So wherever the Chinese government and the office of the First Lady are, Motherly Love Orphanage says, thank you, God bless you for choosing our home and for showing us such a wonderful love. Yes, our long term here we are is a rented place. If you can see the wall there, we have our building plan, and that is where we want to achieve that we will get support in terms of cement, iron rod, sand and stone to be able to raise a home for these children. Yes, a rented place. So let's ask a question that at time comes we are not able to pay, what will happen? And the payment is done by good people in the society. So we are calling on friends, philanthropists to come to our aid to be able to help raise that building for the children. And what amazes is that more children come here, we can't take them because we have a limited space. But when we get to Shy Hills, where that building, the drawing we are seeing on the wall, when we get there, we could be able to get more people and get them in the home. And these children need our support, especially coming from the HIV background. They really need our support. So wherever you are hearing our voice, we are appealing to you that come to our aid we need food, rice, oil, tomatoes, we need educational materials, we need clothing, we need medical support, we need money for utility bills, we need money to run the home. So wherever we need volunteers to come and help. So wherever you are, Motherly Love is calling you to come to our aid to put a smile on the face of these wonderful children.
The Director of Political Affairs at the Chinese Embassy in Ghana, Lo Danju, who spoke on behalf of the First Lady of China, says the kind gesture by Mrs. Pen Lian stands out of the fact that she cares about the well-being of children in Africa.
Professor Peng Liyuan, the wife of President Xi Jinping of China, she cares about the well-being of the the African children very much. So on the occasion of the International Children's Day, and especially as well as the this year is the 60th anniversary of China dispatching medical team to China, to Africa. So Professor Peng Liyuan initiated a program. It's called "To Warm Children's Hearts: A China-Africa Joint Action." According to this program, we come to this orphanage with the China medical team and the office of the First Lady to show our love and care to the children here. As on behalf of Her Excellency Professor Peng Liyuan, as His Excellency Ambassador Lu Kun. This inside is both their medical supplies and their stationaries, and pencils and pencil box and drawing pads and the exercise book, and also we have some towels and bath towels, and also we have this soccer you see and some panda dolls. This is chosen both by the office of the First Lady, because it's an HIV/AIDS orphanage. Also, Professor Peng Liyuan is the ambassador for international HIV/AIDS.
Some beneficiaries who also spoke to the news team expressed excitement and further thanked the sponsors for the help.
It's overwhelming. We are so grateful, and I don't know, right now I'm short of words because I'm happy. I'm glad they came to help us today. The love and the compassion they've shown towards us, it's very massive, and thank them so much. God bless them.
Did you really need these things that they brought?
Yes, we really needed. Everything they brought was needed, and even the medical screening too. It was something that we have been praying for some time now, and today they've come to our aid. What I wish is more. We still need their support. We still need a lot of people's support out there, and we have big projects in mind. We have big things we want to do, to build up the orphanage, to establish it for future generations, not just for a short period of time. So we call on people to help us in any way they can, the government, the non-government organizations. In their little way, they should just come and help us so that we'll save other children who are also out there, who are not even here, because a lot of them are outside. Most of them are on the streets. But we believe that when they support our projects and they support our vision, we'll be able to save more children outside over there.
About the donations these people have brought you?
Yes, please. I'm very happy.
And what do you have to say about that?
I would like to say a very big thank you to our supporters who came here today to come and bring us these wonderful things. And these things are really going to help us in many ways. And we pray that the good Lord bless you and bless them and let all the high desires come to pass. We really appreciate the things.
Motherly Love Orphanage is an orphanage located at Kwabena in Accra and founded by Reverend John Azuma, who is the CEO and an ACE ambassador. The orphanage was established 14 years ago to provide hope and acceptance to children living with HIV. The orphanage has about 50 children, both male and female, and they are all children with human immune deficiency virus.
Well, that's all for local. Up next is Business Tuesday. Pressure on the Ghana cedi continues to surge after some sterling performance 2 weeks ago, making it the world's top performing currency during the period. Now, the local currency lost about 9% in value last week to the US dollar in the retail market to reverse the previous week's gains.
It's traded at an average of 11 cedis 50 pesos to the American greenback in the retail market, whilst it went for about 10 cedis 89 pesos on the interbank market. The cedi is, however, going for almost 12 Ghana cedis at the forex bureaus. It also ceded 4.8% week on week to the euro and 3.1% week on week to the pound, respectively. Analysts believe the sharp reversal in the cedi gains stemmed from widespread speculative foreign exchange purchases as the local currency strengthened following the International Monetary Fund deal. However, it is expected that the forex market rates will stabilize around the current levels until the mid-year budget review, with policy positions and the scale of monetary policy adjustments envisaged under the program potentially shaping market sentiments. According to Bloomberg, the cedi has depreciated by almost 12% to the American greenback since January 1st, 2023, whilst the year-to-date depreciation of the cedi to the dollar on the interbank market is 21.8%.
Up next is international news. Let's do some international news. On Monday, May 29, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez called for a snap general elections to be held on July 23. The announcement was made following the defeat of the party, the Spanish Socialist Workers' Party, and its coalition partners in the incumbent government in the regional and local body polls held on Sunday. The overall voter turnout on Sunday was 63.89%. 1.3% lower than the 2019 polls. Elections were held to elect 12 regional autonomous assemblies out of 17, over 8,000 municipal councils, and 38 provincial deputations. the Conservative People's Party, led by Alberto Nunes Feijó, took to the lead at the local level with 31.5%, 8.8% plus votes, bypassing the PSOE, which only managed to retain 28.1%, 1.3% minus votes. According to the latest reports, PSOE has lost the regions of Valencia, Aragon, La Rioja, Extremadura and Balearic Islands to the PP, which has emerged first in 8 out of the 12 regions in the autonomous cities of Ceuta and Melilla, and in 30 out of 52 provincial capitals. Left-wing populists from Podemos and leftists from the United Left coalition partners in Sanchez also face significant setbacks in the assemblies of many of the autonomous regions. Meanwhile, the far-right Vox Party tripled the number of its local bodies representatives, securing 7.2%, 3.5% plus votes. The fate of the many regional assemblies and municipal councils will now depend on the support of the Vox Party to the PP. Liberal political party Citizens, which had obtained 9.2% votes in the 2019 local polls, is said to be the major loser in these elections as it failed to register any significant victories. The PP list, headed by incumbent president of the Community of Madrid, Isabel Díaz Ayuso, won big in the Assembly of the Community of Madrid. In the City Council of Barcelona, capital of the Catalan region, the party of incumbent mayor Ada Colau, Barcelona and Comú, slid to the third position with 9 seats, while the centre-right pro-independence Trials per Barcelona, led by Xavier Trials, emerged first with 11 seats. The Catalan Socialist won 10 seats. The polls have been regarded as a trial run for the general elections originally scheduled for December 2023, though the defeat of the PSOE and its coalition partners from Podemos and United Left has led Prime Minister Sanchez to announce an earlier date for the general elections. The PP seems enthusiastic about defeating the PSO-led coalition, while Podemos has called for more unity among leftist groups. Following the declaration of results, Labour Minister Yolanda Díaz, ex-leader of the United Left, who formed the summer coalition in 2022 to contest the general elections, stated that the message received last night was very clear. You have to do things differently, no distractions. From this moment, we are working to win next July 23rd. I accept the challenge. The problem of racism was a key issue highlighted in the heated election campaign, especially after the racist abuses faced by Brazilian player Vinicius Jr. in the Spanish football club Real Madrid during a football match on May 21st. Spain, which has hit hard by the economic consequences of the COVID-19 crisis, is also facing the impact of ongoing war in Ukraine in the form of inflation, similar to other European countries. Progressive organizations, including trade unions across several sectors, women's rights groups, immigrant rights groups, and others, have been protesting for some time against the austerity-ridden, anti-worker and misogynist policies of the conservative-run regional governments in Madrid, Castilla, Leon, among other places. The country's participation in NATO-led maneuvers in the region amid the escalation in warmongering by Western powers regarding Ukraine has also been a point of contention for the population. Enrique Santiago, from the leadership of the Communist Party of Spain and the United Left, stated, "The right-wing, reactionary and the anti-democratic forces have advanced, and we need to reflect to push back that wave and ensure a government that maintains and expands social achievements for working families in our country. We are convinced that we will curb the reactionary wave with hope, proposals and mobilization." Credit goes to our international partners, the People's Dispatch. Up next is sports.